Hello everyone. Today we are going to start EPC1 from year paper. We are going to discuss the topic the problems of reading. So here we go. In 2024 this question came problems of reading. So we are going to discuss it with some points. There are some small points which we will discuss so that it will be easier for us to memorize and recognize all the things what are the problems of reading. So the first one is decoding difficulty. So when a student starts reading, the first and the foremost problem which he or she faces is decoding difficulty. That is unable to recognize word, sound. Sometimes they are unable to recognize what is written in the book. So this is the first problem of reading. Second problem is poor vocabulary. Means someone who is not aware of so many vocabulary, so many words, understanding gets affected by limited word knowledge. If he or she is unaware of some terms, some words, they will not understand what the text is all about. So it takes some knowledge, word knowledge, to understand what is written. Okay, next is lack of fluency. Means some of the students are very not so fluent, so they get slow and hesitant while reading anything. So if you are reading any comprehension, any story or text very slowly with hesitation, it feels like you are not able to understand, you will not understand the concept of the text, right? So lack of fluency is again a problem in reading. Fourth one is poor comprehension, like unable to grasp main idea or details. Sometimes when a reader is reading any comprehension, they are unable to grasp what is the actual idea, the actual context of the story. So if you are not understanding, if you are just reading and you're not understanding anything, so it's actually a problem, right? Next one is lack of motivation. Reading is generally seen as boring or difficult. So if you are not good at reading, if you do not feel interested, if the chapter is not about, your interest, it seems to be boring for you. So you will feel lack of motivation. You will not get motivated to read that. So that is again a problem in reading. The last one, but not the least one, is environmental factors, which is again very important, because if you belong to an environment which does not support reading, which is not actually literate type, if you have no assistance at home, a person who can make you read, who can help you read, then it will be a very big major problem for you, because if you are reading something wrong, no one will be there to rectify. So these are the major problems of reading, which we can write in long answers, and these questions come in exam all the times. So this is the actual key points or keynotes that we can recognize, we can memorize for the exams, which can help to score good. Now, when we are understanding about the problem of reading, this is very important to know about the steps or measures which we can take as a teacher to improve that, right? Because it's in our hand to improve that. So some points I am going to discuss about that as well. So here are some steps or measures to improve reading. First one is demonstrate a passion for reading by acting as a model reader for students. So if you are a teacher and if you want your students to read well, so you can be a role model for them. You can be a reading person, an ideal reading person for them. You can read very well in front of them so that they can get inspired and they will also start to practice reading at school as well as at home, right? Second point is to enhance the perceived value of reading by linking students' interest and goals with it. So sometimes, as I already said in the problems of reading, that if the story is not interesting to them, it may seem boring to them, right? So they do not feel motivated to read that. So why not, as a teacher, make them read any story which is interesting for them, which is actually about their interest, like anything, any story which is interesting for them, the topic which they like, okay, that will be more beneficial for them. Third one is encourage students to apply learned reading strategies. So there will be some strategies for sure for reading, right? There will be some strategies like reading slowly or trying one by one, trying daily one paragraph daily reading, right? There will be some strategies. Teacher by teacher, the strategies differ. You have to decide which strategy you have to adopt. The last one is providing varied literacy, reading environment, and resources. So, as a teacher, we can provide them so many resources so their reading can be improved. There are so many resources that can help our students, our readers, to read well, like basic literacy and digital literacy. Mainly two types, okay. In basic literacy, there are reading books, messages, etc. These are the basic things which we do to improve our reading skills. And in the modern times, a new way, a new resource has been developed is digital literacy. What is digital literacy? Reading information on phones, reading e-newspapers. Okay, these are the digital literacy tools that we can use for our readers. So that's it for today. These were the problems of reading and the steps, measures to improve reading as a teacher from teacher's POV. I hope you liked it, and as you can see, in the next class, we are going to start types of text in brief: narrative text, descriptive text, conceptual text. All of the things I am going to explain in very easy language with examples, definitions, and notes. And definitely, these notes are going to give you very good marks in your exam because these are very conceptual, very easy to learn, as well as mark scoring. So, thank you everyone. I hope you liked it. If you like it, do like, share, and subscribe my channel. And stay connected to know more about BHSM 1 EPC Year Papers series. Thank you.